Thursday. Let me check the microphone, see if we're good. We are good. We got the right mic plugged in. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Thursday, baby. Thursday. Let's go. Let's have a little conversation. Hey, listen to me. Nobody gets blocked today. I don't care who comes in, unless they are disrespectful to the channel and to anybody in here, nobody gets blocked. I'll handle it today, guys. I'll handle it today. Thank you. I don't expect any drama. I just always like to give people the benefit of the doubt. All right? Seven minutes until showtime, ladies and gentlemen. 7 minutes. No. Jerry Capeci is our guy today, okay? Jerry Capeci is our guy today. What you think about, you bring about. Beautiful. I love it. Hello, Bambi. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Now that you don't want any blocking, I'm going to have an itchy trigger finger. Oh my. Listen to me, Herb Alpert, you're out. Herb Alpert, you're on the bench. Today, ladies and gentlemen, Thursday, 10/30/2025, we continue Italian American Heritage Month, We're going with this educated individual, Jerry Capeci. But first, we got to go back. Throwback Thursday, it's what we do. Listen to me. 4 minutes until showtime, ladies and gentlemen. Settle in. The Italianos are in the house. Here we go.
Con la chitarra in mano, lasciatemi cantare, sono un italiano. Buongiorno Italia, gli spaghetti al dente, e un partigiano come presidente, con l'autoradio sempre nella mano destra, un canarino sopra la finestra. Italia con i tuoi artisti, con troppa America sui manifesti, con le canzoni, con amore, con il cuore, con più donne, sempre meno suore. Buongiorno Italia, buongiorno Maria, con gli occhi pieni di malinconia. Buongiorno Dio, sai che ci sono anch'io. Lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano, lasciatemi cantare una canzone piano piano, lasciatemi cantare perché ne sono fiero, sono un italiano vero. Italia che non si spaventa, con la crema da barba la menta, con un vestito gessato sul blu e l'amo viola la domenica in TV. Buongiorno Italia con
Is Ostada here today? Ostada here. Is Ostada in the house? On Stigs. Tony, motherfucking Tony is here.
Buongiorno Maria, con gli occhi pieni di malinconia. Buongiorno Dio, lo sai che ci sono anch'io. Lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano, lasciatemi cantare una canzone piano piano. Lasciatemi cantare.
All right, here we go.
Perché sono fiero, sono un italiano vero.
Okay, the true Italianos are here in the house. Let's go. Let's break this motherfucker down. It's Thursday. We throw it back. We got the, I don't know what this picture is called. We got the picture over here. How do you classify this picture? I don't even know what to say. Ma, what'd you do to me, Mama Stigs? How'd you dress me like that as a toddler? What are you doing? What are you doing, though? Come on. Is Adam Courvoisier? Listen to me. I got a question for you. First things first. Thank you, Stephen Morinello, for the little boost this morning. I do appreciate that, Stephen Morinello, dropping it in, buying coffee for a few days. I do appreciate that. Sundance. Yes. We got to get back to the new names, Patsy. Patrick Ortega, we got to get back to the new names. This is fucking bullshit. I don't like it. I do not like it. I don't like what I'm seeing here. Let me fix this lighting. Let me fix the lighting before Donna's doing it. Tells me, Stigs, you're red. This is my natural color. And I was outside for a half hour. So What are you going to do? Oh, let me fix this right here. Yes, that's perfect. All right. Let's get into a little talk about absolutely nothing. I know, Delilah, there's nothing that we can do. There's nothing we can do. Italian Heritage Month 2025 continues with a spotlight on Jerry Capeci. Welcome to the 303rd. Did you hear me, you and you? We may pull Adam. We got a chance. Sundance. We got a chance of pulling Magooch. I don't know if we can do it, but we got a good chance over here, Delilah, of going 365. We got a good shot. We got a good shot. If it's God's will and I live until that day, we may in fact do a full 365 straight. Can you imagine that? Thank you for joining me on my coffee break every day. Is Adam Kawfee? Oh, he's right there. Where is Osada Treats? Osada, I got a question for you. But first things first, let's get into a little Jerry Capeci. No. Let's do one more thing. I need Osada, the godfather of chocolate. I need you to check our participants if you can, please. Let me know the participants. What's our ratio here? Well, this is my coffee break. I work all day. What is our ratio, Mr. Osada? Check it out. You know the button up there. Give me a percentage here. Lee Cole came in one time. He said, Stigs, you're doing 40%. That's better than high numbers on there because the ones that are here want to be here. Right now, 13 of 23. So we're at 50%. We're over 50%. I saw a show last night, 400 people, 65%. What did we talk about last night? I saw a show last night, 370 people watching a live show with 12 commenters. The same 12 people were commenting with 370 watching. Now tell me how that ratio works out for you, huh? Tell me how that ratio works out for you. 370, the number, with 12 participants steadily talking. And what do you call that? You're just answering my question. Stigs, as a coffee drinker, you should look into the Ember cup. What does that mean? Julio, I am an old soul. I don't really change that much. Good morning, Detroit City. Blessings to you. Salute. I want to thank you for joining me on my coffee break. We're going to go into Jerry Capeci. Jerry Capeci. Should I go with some bullet points first, or should I get... Is that bots buying? I don't know what it is. Or people just don't feel comfortable chatting in that chat room, Stephen Marinella. So what is that percentage, Osada? 370 watching, 12 participating. What is that? So we've got a 63 participation rate over here. That's fucking great. Oh, keeps coffee warm as you drink. Okay. So what's that percentage, Darren Cassidy? Darren, I guess they're afraid to comment. What are you afraid to comment for? Somebody going to go at you? So what? That's their problem. They go at you. If you go into a chat and somebody goes at you, that is they have an issue. Tommy, she's talking about a cup that keeps he. Fake bots or just people afraid to chat? Oh, CG2, that's a good comment. But why? Who cares? Who are you obligated to? Doxing? Well, yeah, I can understand viewers versus chatters. I get it. Okay, I understand. All right, I'll give you that. Makes sense. Surprise, CG2, that's a good point, possibly. I don't understand the fear, though. Depends on the show. Is it a bunch of lunatics? I'm just talking in general. I'm just talking in general. I don't know. I have a heated placemat that's supposed to keep the candle burning without lighting it. But I use it to keep my, well, you are a very creative individual. I agree. I always said that. This is true. Just be careful. Listen, we don't have any issues with anybody over here. If they have an issue over here, it's that they are the problem. If somebody has an issue with us over here, they are the problem. Because what the fuck do we do? Who do we bother? We don't bother anybody here. I don't bother anybody here. I don't break anybody's balls. I don't really care what people do. That is their business. If they want to fight in drama, that is their business. If they want to be calm and cool, that is their business. For me, I don't really care. I'm here to do one thing: have a cup of coffee. Give a fuck about anything else. Yeah, we speak facts. Yeah, but we're very minimal on the criticisms, and we're not that bad. We don't. Yeah. The mighty managing mods, Patsy said. Yes. Jerry Capeci. Let's go into Jerry Capeci, and I'll tell you a Belleville story about Jerry Capeci. Let me get the banners off. We are done with the banner. Bye-bye, banner. You are gone. We'll keep the color up because it's my color. We just keep to ourselves. Have coffee, chat, no drama in here. Yeah, pretty simple, pretty basic. Pretty basic. I would say that too. All right, listen. Jerry Capeci, listen to me again. Raw dog, I have no idea what my notes say, but we're going to dip into them right now.
It's the Tommy Stigs Show in 3, 2, 1.
The 303rd episode consecutive for 2025 starts right now with a spotlight as we continue our Italian Heritage Month. Jerry Capeci. Does anybody know who he is? He is a reporter. He is the first to have an online mafia-related platform, so to speak. Does anybody know who Jerry Capeci is? Let me show you let me show you a little bit, if I could show you who Jerry is. Where are we here? Where is Jerry Capeci? Where are we? Let's go right here. Let's go. Let's check this out. Let's check out this little clip that I got here right now.
Jerry Capeci is with us. He's a reporter, columnist, author. He is the founder of ganglandnews.com. Go check it out. Everything you ever wanted, needed to know about organized crime. He is the country, in my opinion, foremost expert on the mob, organized crime. It's great to have you here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, Steve.
You wrote for the Daily News on this subject for how many years?
I was at the news for about 13 years. I had the column there, Gangland, for about 5 or 6 years.
And let's, by the way, let's plug some of your books before we get into some characters.
Sounds good to me.
Bob Morris, our director, let's put the book up and Jerry can say what it is. Let's go to the first one. Idiot's Guide, right?
Yeah, The Complete Idiot's Guide to the Mafia. It's not a history of the mob. It's anything and everything you didn't think to ask, or you might have asked or wanted to ask about the mob, where it comes from, what it's all about, how they make money, and some of the silly, stupid things that they do.
Got it. What's next?
Gangland, that's the first 15 years or so of my columns. Started in the Daily News in 88, 89. They ran for about 5 or 6 years then. And since then, it's been online. And so it's a combination of stuff that was in the Daily News, stuff that was online, and also a couple of columns that made the New York Sun, which also ran my column for a couple of years.
Mob Star.
Mob Star, the 2002 edition. That's the second edition of Mob Star. It's basically the complete saga of John Gotti. It came out a couple of days after he passed away, as a matter of fact, in 2002. Everything from his original acquittal to his ultimate conviction.
So that's just a few. I don't want to go too far with it because I don't want to catch a block on it. but he is a reporter, journalist career. Capeci started as a copy boy at the New York Post in 1966 and became a police reporter. He wrote for New York Magazine before joining. Oh, wow. New York Magazine, I guess, was another type of newspaper type of thing before joining the Daily News. It's crazy. He was a crime reporter who worked for the New York Post and the Daily News, where he wrote the column Gangland, the first of its kind in this country. So he was the first organized crime reporter. He later took the column online and is the author of several books. He began a career after working as a truck driver and a dock worker and was inspired to become a journalist by covering the funeral of Carlo Gambino. So Carlo Gambino is what inspired Jerry Capeci's passion for this. He was a dock worker and a truck driver. God bless him. He pulled himself through. Gangland, he wrote Gangland column in New York Daily News from 89 to 95. In 96, he went to the online because that's where everything is. Authored many books. Gotti, he's a career path. Before journalism, he worked as a truck driver, dock worker. Carlo Gambino was his inspiration. He became a mob historian by starting as a journalist covering crime, initially working as a copy boy before becoming a police reporter for the New York Post. So he started as a police reporter. God bless him. This is our Italian-American spotlight of the day. Yep. Gaining expertise is reporting on organized crime and figures such as John Gotti, Paul Castellano, and the Gambino family deepened his knowledge. Transitioned to a mob historian after covering the 1985 assassination of Big Paul Castellano. Capeci moved to the New York Daily News and began his Gangland column. That was 89. The column was one of the first to focus exclusively on organized crime. He has not claimed to, while he has not claimed to have been discriminated against, we talk about this a lot. Stephen Marinello. Have a lot of these guys, gals been discriminated against for being Italian? He has not claimed to have any discrimination against Italians for him being Italian, but he addressed questions about his Italian heritage and its connection to his career as a mafia journalist. He did have to fight off accusations that he was part of the mafia. Interesting. He did get his job because he understands the culture. Again, I will say, anything that you are look at these mob content creators. You see, they don't do it as well as Jerry Capeci because he does it very common with an understanding of the culture from the inside out. No, not every Italian is in the mafia. That is ignorant to say that. Does everybody, do most Italian Americans know somebody in the mob? Well, pretty much, yeah, I would say yeah, for the most part. So he did well at this job because he has the culture behind him. He's a paisan, but he's not a gangster. He explicitly denied having any mobsters in his family and said his access came from building sources, not from family connections. Instead, he attributes his success to his persistence growing up in a working-class Italian-American neighborhood and earning the respect of his sources through decades of coverage. Yeah. Well, when you write about the mob, you are bound to be accused of knowing. I get it, and I totally he was never angry at it. He was never angry at it. He just graciously, respectfully stated his case. I know, Sundance. I can't do anything about it. Yes. Now, I will tell you, he did write some bloopers here and there in the past. And it's funny because this name comes up. Joey Perna's name comes up today, and I will tell you why. Joey Perna's name comes up today because a headline came across my text line that Joseph Perna implicates, talks about murders. What was the headline, ALV? Where is it? What was the headline that we saw? Mob murders being exposed by Joseph Perna. Okay, listen to me. I don't know where this came from. I have no idea. But Joseph Perna, little Joey Perna, did reach out to Jerry Capeci. He absolutely did reach out to Jerry Capeci and tell him, get your shit straight. You got it wrong. He did. He did. He did reach out to him. That's public. This is not secret. He did reach out to Jerry Capeci. So that's where you're at with that. Now, this is when it comes to people just throwing, I don't know. I don't understand it. The clickbait thing, this is crazy. There's just crazy stuff out there. Anyway, so that's the situation there. Let me explain. I'm going to show you a clip right here of Jerry. This explains a little bit. This is a really good, check out this observation here. Mob Facts. Mob Facts never gives us a problem about using his content. So here we go.
Again with newly revealed secrets of the infamous Sicilian Mafia. After centuries, the code of silence is starting to break down as some Sicilians are joining prosecutors in an effort to quell the power of organized crime. Jerry Capeci, the gangland columnist for the New York Daily News, recently returned from Sicily. His report from the front lines of the latest mob war appeared on Sunday and Monday. Closer to home, Jerry is also a co-author of Murder Machine, the true story of one of New York's most vicious gangs. We're very pleased to have him back, and as I said to you, it's about time.
It's good to be back, Charlie.
This is a fascinating story. Tell me about why you wanted to go to your grandfather grew up in Sicily.
Right. My grandparents on my mother's side were born in and lived in Capeci-Italian, which is a small town, about 20 miles from Palermo. And I had always wanted to go there. But something always managed to get in the way and prevent it. And here it was that my editors assigned me to cover, mafia terror in Sicily. While I was thinking about the assignment and while I was preparing for the assignment, in the back of my mind, and it came to the front of my mind quite frequently, I became really excited about, going to touch my roots for the first time ever. The first time ever in Sicily. I'd been to Italy before, but never managed to get to Sicily. And it was a fascinating experience, to say the least.
Put now the context for us, the Sicilian organized crime, mafia, whatever we call it, and how they are, and the recent developments with the killing of those two much honored judges now, which has so inflamed the Sicilian and the Italian people against organized crime, and maybe at long last making a difference.
Well, that's exactly right, Charlie. I think that what has happened is that the Sicilian people have said enough is enough. And that was the sense that I got from speaking to the people of Palermo and Corleone, as well as the law enforcement officials of Italy and of the United States who were stationed there. Giovanni Falcone
So you get the point.
Much more than just a judge or a prosecutor. He was a national hero. He basically exposed the mafia from 84 to 87, as killers without honor. They called themselves men of honor, and he was the first one to really expose the mafia. They've been killing judges and prosecutors in Sicily for 15 years at least.
It's totally different here.
There's been this myth that they don't kill innocent people and that they don't kill women and children and they don't kill relatives of others just to, for vengeance. But they've been doing it for a really long time. And I think the Sicilian people just, became, they just accepted it. But Falcone was like, he was a step above everybody else. He was the law. I mean, since he exposed the mafia for, for what they were, the people really became upset.
And was putting some of them in jail.
Right, he put a lot of them,
Right.
he put over 150, 200 of them in jail, and he had an effect. And then when he was killed, and then 2 months later, Paolo Borsellino was killed, and he was going to replace, he was going to be the new Falcone. I think the people finally said enough is enough.
That's it for that. I just wanted I wanted to show you. He's an educated man, or speaks intelligently, and just went back to Sicily to get in touch with the culture. It was his life's passion. It ended up being his career. Charlie was there when they blew up that bridge. Charlie was in Sicily when they blew up that bridge. Charlie's daughter and son-in-law were also there. They were in Sicily when that happened. So maybe we can get them on one day to talk about their experience with that. Be that as it may, we're going to wrap up the Italian American Heritage episode today with a little flowers, a little respect for Jerry Capeci, who was a contributing Italian American. He never faced any threats from anybody. Nobody ever threatened Jerry Capeci, and I'll tell you why. He doesn't speak in that tone. He does not, he just delivers news. That's his story. That's his job. That's what he does. So no, he never faced any threats. He got a little pushback from little Joe Perna, I believe, one time. That might have been the only person. And that's basically what we got there. So Jerry Capeci, thank you for being an honorable, a man of honor. Thank you for being a man of honor in our culture. So I hope you guys, I put a little research in it. I did a little more than I typically do on this one. Mob Facts is just a great individual, lets us use his clips. So I just wanted to share that with you. I like to just a little spotlight on Italian Americans for this month. We only got one left tomorrow. That is it, and that is over. We will not be spotlighting, so to speak, Italian Americans for Italian Heritage Month. Richie the Boot starts off November. So every day on this little coffee talk, we're going to kick off with some type of topic. Delilah, I have Barbara Streisand. Excuse me. I have Barbara Streisand. I got Curtis Lewa. I have Richie the Boot. We're going to do a little Liza Minnelli. We're going to do all different things, guys, just to kick off the coffee talk. I just figure it works. We do the Catholic Minute. We do a little bit of a topic, spotlight somebody or something, and we go through some bullet points, and we go about our day. It's just like having coffee. You guys are at the social club. Mob Facts is good people. Go there. Check them out. There's so many people to do. We're going to spotlight ALV coming up in November. We're going to spotlight Angel Gotti coming up in November. We're going to spotlight maybe Jeff Nadeau. We're going to spotlight Jeff Canarsie. We're going to spotlight Bill C. We're going to spotlight Todd Father. I'm looking forward to the spotlight on Todd Father. That's going to be fun. You people have no idea how I could pull this thing together. But Todd Father is going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to doing Todd Fathers. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing Todd Fathers. So we're going to spotlight some of these people. Why? You have something to be spotlighted about. I got a story about you. I got a whole thing about you. I like the spotlights, hey teacher. And this is no criticism on anybody. We're not going to, listen, there's no criticisms involved. If you come in here expecting it be drama driven, you think I'm going to do an Angel Gotti show and smack her down? That's not what we do here, guys. We're going to talk. We're going to have a conversation. And we're going to bring some interesting facts that you don't see in this cesspool that is YouTube. We do things with respect over here. All respect. Positive. There you go, CG2. There's no bashing here. I don't care what people do, you see. As Don Corleone said, it makes no difference to me what a man does for a living, you see. As your interests don't go with mine. We're going to spotlight Bambi Palermo. You guys, Bambi has an incredible story. So if you're coming in here crooked, sideways, with a criticism, you're totally wrong. You know you're not boring. No, you're not boring. You listen to me. You're not boring. Now, I don't know which show I'm going to bring down to Uncle Vinny's. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question for you. Well, see no evil. Maybe we'll go with see no evil. What topic would you? I got the message yesterday from Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club. Dino reached back out to me yesterday, and he wants me to do a live show from Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club in Point Pleasant, New Jersey, or his new location. What topic would you? What would you like to see me on a live show on stage? What would you like to see me talk about? Tell me what you would like to see me talk about. I could talk about, I'm going to put it together. I don't have an idea yet, but we're going on stage live at Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club. I'm not going to do stand-up. No. I'm doing this. Just like this. No. I don't plan on, now he'll stream it on his platforms, and we'll be streaming on here. So finally, I feel I should branch out a little bit. Take it somewhere. I'm not going in no studio. I'm not going in no studio, like they said, go to Manhattan and no, I'm not interested in doing any of that. Okay, Bambi, you got to let me know what idea. I don't see the idea. Well, anyway, think about it, guys. I'm going to probably make a little post about this. You don't need to buy tickets. It will be live. You could buy tickets. You want to drive to New Jersey, but it will be live. It's live. And I don't know how to do stand-up. Yes, you know, I don't know. So see, this is where it gets funny. So he's good in his Don Corleone chair. Can he do this elsewhere? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. We're going to spotlight Little Snuff, his journey. We got a lot of things coming up, guys. Every day is coffee. We have coffee every single day. We never run out of content. If you show up, we have conversation. I'll never run out of content. Yes. That's correct. Yeah. Yep. So that's where we're going. That's where we're going, AOV. It's going to be nice. Listen to me. I hear people say, find the newspaper. I've heard Uncle Edwin say this to people. Find the newspaper. Find the newspaper. So you're not talking to me. You're on the top of the list, you. I'm sorry, Donna. I'm sorry. I wasn't really entertaining the chat that much today. I apologize. You know what, Donna? You got me. Put me in the trunk. Yeah, Little Snuff has a great story. So does his pop. Changing into Little Detroit Sidgy. That's hysterical. Donna's doing it. I see you. Sundance, I see you. Donna's hysterical. Delilah. My grandmother was from Capri and my grandfather was Casa del Golfo. Forget the spelling. It's not about spotlighting Italian Americans. We're past that tomorrow. The time ran out for Italian Americans. November, we just spotlight individuals that are off the cuff, basically. Oh, I'm sorry. Uncle Edwin has told people in the past, just pick up the newspaper and go through it and just talk. But I will say, you still have to have the delivery. You follow me? I mean, I don't know how these guys can pull it off. I just talk. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not really a content creator. I just go through some current events, pick a topic and go, and then have coffee and I leave. If it's desirable and it's good, that's great. I got it. So I don't know. Yeah. You think he sucks? Yeah, well, he abandoned his channel this morning. So some people can actually deliver nothing and have a good conversation. Good morning, Daniel. Some people, right, Magooch, can talk about nothing and have a good conversation. Some people can have the best topic but not have the delivery. You see, the Jerry Capicis of the world, they are successful. They are desirable because they don't come on with any anger. no criticisms of other journalists. They just deliver the story the best that they can. Because listen, if these online journalists were truly journalists, they wouldn't have just have a YouTube channel. That would be in addition to. That would be in addition to. That would be in addition to. What do you call it? Their online platforms, right? You know what I mean? Get the white wall wash ready, okay? We're taking out the DeVille for the weekend. Get it ready. Get the wire wheel cleaner ready, okay? In the trunk. You hear what I'm saying? All right. Yes, sisters, yes. Hello, Cheech. Let's go. Let's get. I didn't even curse yet. How do you like that? Hey. We're being, what did Ralphie used to use? We're being, he used to use those big words because he's educated. What were those words? We're being, anyway, your sisters, yes. We didn't even curse yet, Leopard. We didn't even curse yet, CG2. Not a word. I don't even know. Not even a word. Clean up on aisle 6. Your sister's ass. Get over there. Let's go into a couple of 3 bullet points. All right. Let's see what we got. We got some good shows coming up. I can't say they're good shows. We have some topics that I feel are interesting that I am putting into the YouTube library. Right into the YouTube library. If you see them, you see them. If these topics are of interest, you will watch. If not, la sorda, okay? Uh-oh. What did Dean do? Well, he called me pork pie. We're not going to have that here. Pork pie, the pork pie word is not allowed. Okay? It's not allowed here. James Simpson, where are you with the bird? Okay, we're going into a couple of 3 bullet points right now. We're going to talk about the birdie in the sky. No, Central Park. Let's go.
It's the Tommy Stigs Show in 3, 2, 1.
The bullet points, they start right now. We got a bird. We got a bird in Central Park. Wait a minute. Listen to me. Chris Rock, where are you, you crazy son of a bitch? Where's the Lebanese leg breaker? Listen to me. Listen to me, Shelby. We got a parakeet, that escaped uptown. Patsy. The parakeet, Delilah, check this out. The parakeet flew into Central Park. The parakeet was around the sparrows. Gerard Sorcelli, see no evil. The parakeet was around the sparrows in Central Park. Now you tell me how they can't zero in. They rescued the parakeet. They rescued the parakeet in Central Park. Now, you going to tell me you're going to get away with street crimes? You're not going to get away with shit, Darren Cassidy. When they got the parakeet, they rescued the parakeet in Central Park. Come on now, guys. Come on now, Patsy. Don't be sneaking into that $1 an hour hotel with your gumara. The no-tell motel, because everybody's on video now. The no-tell motel situation. Now, some of you have never probably partaken in this activity, and I don't recommend that you do that. But if you have ever been to the no-tell motel, it is now a thing of the past. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? The no-tell motel is, listen, if you have partaken in that type of activity, you had a great time, but the party's over. The party is over at the no-tell motel. When they could find a parakeet in Central Park that escaped from an apartment on the Upper West Side, you do not stand a chance. You're done, Cavoursier. You're done. Do not take your gulmada to the no-tell motel. Okay? We got a problem. True colors eventually stain through the wall on YouTube, and then the truth speaks. What is he talking about? There's no privacy. Zero. Okay, so that's the parakeet in Central Park, the billionaires list. Hey, Detroit City, Share some of this wealth. The billionaires list is growing through the roof. We got more billionaires now than we've ever had. Do you hear me? When we were younger, we always went to those places, missed them. Pete. No, shh. Agita. It's not agita. Not agita. Be careful now. Okay. We got the billionaires list is growing. I heard this billionaires list is growing. The asking for listen. All right, Stephen. Thank you for the cash app. I do appreciate it. Stephen, have a blessed day. Go get that blood work, cuz. Do what you got to do. Listen to me. We have an asking for help survey. You know what? You dirty motherfuckers. You know who doesn't ask for help? You know who doesn't ask for help? Our age group. Our age group. They don't want input from anybody. They think they know everything. Now, y'all thought it was the youngins that thought that they knew everything. Guess who it is? It's you that thinks you know everything and thinks that you're going to figure out everything on your own. You will not ask for help. You will not ask questions. See no evil. It's my age group. 60-year-old age group. 55, 60, 65. Too much pride. They think they know everything. They think they're going to figure this thing out by themselves. Well, guess what, motherfucker? No, you're not. You're ignorant. You got too much pride. You can't ask for a tip or two. You can't ask for a little help. Now, this is the survey that came out. You know who doesn't need help? The youngsters. The youngsters. So to the 55 to 60-year-old know-it-alls thinking you're going to figure out this thing called the internet's YouTube, your sister's ass, you got it all wrong. Humble yourselves. Humble yourselves. Get back to reality. You can learn from people. Ask. Don't put the pride in the pocket. Where you going with this thing? Where you going? Wisdom is great, Bambi. It's all good, Zelda. Magooch. I mean, we got to learn from Pete, right? Right or wrong? Pete Rizzolo was the senior man on the job. That doesn't mean he knows everything. Well, I know, Pete. Right? That doesn't mean Pete knows everything. Right? Dandu's the old guy on the job. He can ask. Don't think you know everything. Put the pride in the pocket. Learn a little bit. Open it up. The dollar store umbrella, ladies and gentlemen. Bambi, the dollar store umbrella is not going to cut it today. You're going to have the umbrella going inside out today. Did you hear me? You're going to have the umbrella going inside out. Do not use the dollar store umbrella. You're going to poke somebody's eye out. Did you hear me? You're going to poke somebody's eye out, Magooch. In North Jersey, I do not recommend. Sven Larson's here. Hello, Sven. Darren Cassidy, I do not recommend you use the dollar store umbrella today. You're going to have a problem. 67. Bambi, can somebody please explain this to me? The word of the year is 67? What is this? How does this happen? The word of the year 2025 is 67? Where did this come from? Where did this come from? What happened here? 67. Anyway, they know about this 67. I don't know. I have no idea. I can see Stigs motherfucking the umbrella as he approaches. Now, you made me curse because I read your comment. I didn't curse all show, and you put this up, and now you make me repeat. I can see motherfuckers say, I did not curse all show, and this dirty motherfucker puts that up. So 67 is apparently the word of the year, 2025. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I have no fucking idea what they're talking about. I don't know. 67. Where's Adam Cavoursier? Bill C., where's Adam Cavoursier with the Googles? Adam, are you still here? Are you doing magic tricks, putting fake eyeballs in your eyes, and I don't know what you're doing? I need a Google individual here. Can somebody please tell me what the word 67 means or why is it the word of the year? While you do that, it's the year of the bird. Yes, it is over here. Yes, Magooch. It's the year of the bird. We got Shelby. Can you ask? Now you want to be, now we got another showstopper. Now we're going to add to list. I just Googled and it says it turned out teenagers and kids say it means maybe this and maybe that. Okay, so Bill C, another showstopper. Now we have 3 of them. The bird is the word. I got you, CG2. Yes, you guys are on it. Means nothing at all. All right, Patsy. Bill C, how long are you going to take to ask your question? Are you partial to Benjamin Moore paint? The best paint in the world is Benjamin Moore, but I have switched over to Bear paint, and Bear paint is absolutely incredible. Benjamin Moore, I'm a Benny Moore guy. What are you going to do? It's the union was here. Benjamin Moore was made in Morris County, New Jersey. That's where the plant was. I think Hackettstown, New Jersey, if I remember correctly. I love Benjamin Moore, but I switched over to Bear. Yes, I did. I switched over to Bear. And it's very good. Very good. Zelda, Benjamin Moore paint is the best. Benjamin Moore is so expensive. It's crazy. I know, ALV, but the Bear one coat covers is tremendous. I looked it up too. It says internet slang for kids. It doesn't mean anything. All right. Thank you. Yes. It means anything you want. I switched over to Bear. Benjamin Moore, man, I remember $19 a gallon. What happened? Oh, Flanders. Okay. It's in Flanders. Yeah. Still there. Yeah. Okay. Flanders. I knew it was up there in Morris County somewhere, Sussex County, whatever, somewhere up there. Flanders. Still there. Wow. Benjamin Moore is still in the neighborhood. Yeah. You know a guy who was 69 for 5 years? What? No birthday stain there? What happens? Time stood still over there? I like Benjamin Moore too. I get it. I understand. Totally understand. Okay, interest rates are lowered a bit, 1/4 point yesterday. It means ugats. Listen to me. If you're buying a house, the interest rate came down, and we are at, we don't know. I have no idea what the interest rates are. It doesn't pertain to me. I don't refinance. I don't have a home loan. No idea. But anyway, I guess the rates to buy a home came down 1/4% yesterday. This means absolutely nothing probably to any of you, but if you're buying a home, I guess it means I'm not interested in buying a home. So I have no idea. Okay, we got another person got pinched yesterday in this poker thing. And I got messages last night. I'm not even going to mention it. Not going to mention it. What I heard last night. Terrible. About these mob content creators. Okay, so we got another pinch yesterday. Where's Detroit Siggy? Detroit Siggy, where are you? What was my name in the yearbook? What did I go by in my senior year? What was my nickname? What was my nickname in my yearbook senior year? Does anybody remember what they called me? Come on. Nobody knows. You guys are terrible. Nobody knows. So you haven't been here long enough to go through our yearbook with myself and AOV. All right, we'll have to revisit that again. Detroit Siggy left. I needed you here, Siggy. Pete Rizzolo knows it. Juice. I went by Juice. Okay, I went by Juice for 2 reasons. 2 reasons I went by Juice. One was the steroids, and one was the loan sharking. Okay? So we got a guy that got pinched yesterday. His name is Juice. In that poker scandal thing in New York City. His nickname is Juice. So the phone rings last night. Yes, I was taking steroids in high school. Absolutely. So Yes, jacked up. Delilah. I can't. Yeah. Uh, I can't with you guys. That's it. I can't. They're making me laugh. Anyway, my name was Juice senior year because I was pumping out loan shark loans as a senior. I was pumping in the steroids, Delilah, and I was jacked, and I was starting my career as a half-ass associate, I guess you could say. I was jacked. I wasn't a bodybuilder, but I was jacked. I was good. Why do boys think girls like the way they look on steroids? Well, in senior year in high school, they did. This was the year, this was the time. You're talking about the 80s, Zelda. We're talking about 1980s, 84 to 88, 87. Me and ALV graduated together. Right. We graduated with lawyers, doctors, crackheads, crack whores, teachers, weightlifters, bookmakers, loan sharks, even murderers. Carmenuch? Yes, we had everything. So anyway, Juice got pinched yesterday, and here comes the text message. Somebody, I'm not involved in anything. Somebody says a guy named Juice got pinched. A guy named Juice got pinched. And they called me Juice. What's it me? I don't even jaywalk. Stop. Contrary to what Dindu might say. Contrary to what Dindu might say, yes, I have had honest days in the last 25 years of my life. Not one honest day, Carmenuch. Contrary to what Dindu says. He has a phrase that he uses, I don't know, something about an honest day in his life. He never had one. Okay. 42 million people are complaining that their SNAP benefits are being held back. Wait a minute. The concern should not be that the SNAP benefits are not arriving. The concern should be, why are so many people on SNAP and not fucking working? Why are you not working? This is my problem with this food stamp situation. I'm all for helping people. Believe me, my mother was a minute away from food stamps. I got it. So I tell you, I got it. I understand the help that's needed. I'm not a problem with it. I have no problem helping people temporarily. But when you're on the stoop on 9th Street in the middle of the day, when I'm working so hard at 2 o'clock on a summer afternoon, and I'm breaking my ass at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon in the middle of July, and you're not working, and I got to go work to make my daily bread, I often wonder now, Carmenuch. I often wonder now, Carmenuch. You know what I'm talking about, 9th Street. You know what I mean there, Charlie. You've been on 9th Street. You probably had to put out the fire in the crack houses down there. You know what I mean. So instead of worrying about, get a job. How about you get a fucking job? The protesters, the SNAP recipients, get your fucking asses out there. There's a job for everybody. There is a job for everybody. Okay, let me go back down. Okay, ladies, the tits, the cleavage, they don't have to be out. You can be classy, sexy at the same time. Let me explain to you something. Get it through your thick skulls. I know you want your tits out. You want the cleavage out. I got it. I understand. You want attention, attention, attention. I understand. But let me tell you something, ladies. You get the right brassiere and you get a high cut, a nice high cut top, you look beautiful. It's called classy, sexy. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, girls. Come on, women my age. You don't need to have your cleavage out. You don't need to have your cleavage out. You could have a nice high cut, nice shirt, and look classy, sexy. Let's get back to classy, sexy. Can we do that, please? Can we do that, please? Let's get back to classy, sexy. Let's get back to one-piece bathing suits, which I absolutely love to see. I cannot stand bikinis. This is me. Not a big fan of bikinis. I'm not a big fan of bikinis. I like the Marilyn Monroe type bathing suit. Show me for it. Okay? Circumstantial evidence. We got a problem, ladies and gentlemen. Mondavi. Let's go over to the bodega. Let's go over to the bodega, Carmenuch. Leopard. We're going over to the bodegas. The bodega bosses met with Mondavi yesterday, if that's his name. I don't know. And they got labeled as endorsing. The bodega association had a meeting with Mondavi yesterday. Hey, teacher. Classy, sexy. Have a great day. You too, T. Hey, teacher. Okay, listen to me. Preditators. Whip them out Wednesday. You know, Patsy. So it got twisted around that Mondavi is being endorsed by the bodegas. This is not true. The bodega people met with Mondavi to see what he's going to do for them, if anything. And then they will decide who they are going to endorse. Ladies and gentlemen, about these two elections that are coming up right now, yeah, the bodegas are organized in New York City, Peter. Yes, they are. They have an association of some kind, Pete. Yeah, they do. The bodega. Yeah, they have a spokesman. Puerto Rican guy. I forget his name. He's really good. Okay. So circumstantial. It's a circumstantial. They put it together. It's not true. It was not true. Guilt by association. That's the right word, Leopard. That's the right term right there. So no, it's not right. It's not true. Are you aging out of your job? People are literally aging out of their jobs right now. This is truly happening. They're aging out of their jobs. It's a problem. It's a problem, especially in TV and newscasters and anchors. Remember, we had the old anchors. What were their names? Give me a few. Walter Cronkite. They were our news guy until they were old. Walter Cronkite spanned generations. There's no old people doing the news, guys. Listen to me. Aging out is at an all-time high with visuals now, HD, 4K, your sister's ass. Everybody is aging out. There's a bad thing happening right now. Aging out is a thing. When you don't look right, when you don't look a certain way, your youthfulness goes away, you're off the screen. You're out. You're aging out at like 45, 50 something years old. You're out. You're done. I'm going to talk about one more unfortunate situation before I go into the Catholic Minute. Where does my thing go? Okay, we're going to get sad for a minute. I was with a woman yesterday. Now, I'm going to talk about this. There's those that host lose the most. I don't know if you guys have ever heard this thing. I was with a woman yesterday, a grandma. Of course, now I'm getting older. So I was with a grandma yesterday. Beautiful woman. Lovely lady. Those that host lose the most. Okay. Her two grandsons were at a party locally. They got drunk. The brother got behind the wheel. The other brother tried to stop his twin brother from driving. He ran him over. He's dead. The twin brother died. The other twin brother got jail time. He's home now. He got out. Not going to get into names, but this is local here. The twin brother, so connected to his twin brother, wanted to stop him from drunk driving. He ran him over. He died. He died not fast. He did not die immediately. So I was talking to the grandmother yesterday who lost one of her grandsons. All I'm saying is this. I don't even know what to say. What's the message here? What is the message with this? We have a local New Jersey family that this one son dies, grandson dies, and the other grandson goes to prison. Now, the grandson that unfortunately did this is out. He's home now. So I just wanted to touch on that, how precious and how short life is. We don't know what's going to happen to our children as we send them out into the world every single day. We have no idea. So we send our prayers out to these people. This woman she looked good yesterday. Delilah, she looked good yesterday. So I don't know what we say about this. I don't know what there is to say. Is there a lesson in this? Apparently they were at a party that there was alcohol. Now I believe the host of the party got in a little bit of trouble. I'm not sure of I'm not sure of the level of trouble that the person that hosted the party is, but those who host lose the most. Keep that in your brains, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go into the Catholic Minute, and we are out of here. I got to rock and roll. Where are we today with the Catholic Minute? Let's go. The main feast day on October 30th is for St. Alphonsus Rodriguez, a Jesuit lay brother known for his holiness despite his humble position as a porter. The Catholic Church also marks this day as a day for the 30th week in ordinary time. It is the 30th week in ordinary time. Wow. St. Alphonsus Rodriguez, a 16th century Spanish Jesuit who, after facing personal tragedies, including the loss of his wife and children, dedicated his life to prayer and service as a doorkeeper for 45 years. He is the patron saint of Jesuit brothers and Majorca. The patron saint of brothers and the island of Majorca, Spain. He is also invoked for hospitality and holiness in daily life. Known for his humble service as a doorkeeper at a Jesuit college, he's remembered for treating every person he met as if they were Christ himself. So, no matter how bad an individual is, this Saint Alphonsus from Spain, no matter how bad the person was that he met, he treated them as if they were Christ himself. This is a nice one. This is a very forgiving individual. He was declared the patron saint of the island by local officials in 1633. Hospitality and holiness in daily life. He is a model for finding holiness in everyday tasks and for showing hospitality. He is remembered for his response to the bell at the door saying, "I'm coming, Lord," and for inspiring others, such as Saint Peter Claver. Wow. Is that true? Ayo, is that true, Delilah? We're supposed to accept others as if they are Jesus? This is very interesting. Guys, we're wrapping up the 303rd. If it's God's will, tomorrow we go 304 straight up. The 303rd consecutive Coffee Talks with Tommy Stigs is ending. Listen, we do this quite often. We got to get back to where we started from. Do not host house parties. The host will lose the most. Listen to me, Sarah. Take us back to where we started from. Tommy Stigs, wishing you all well. Ciao. Or
know